the Mother Sue's airline? Are you okay with it?
I'm going to read up on it real quick.
Okay.
If it's what I think it is, it's...
All right, we're live.
Okay.
Well, I mean on Facebook.
Okay. We got to put John in here somewhere. Oh boy, here we go. John. Oh, we can't put that right after the sex change thing. Let's move that down. That's too weird.
That is weird.
And Chris is doing the mom.
Okay, here we go. 11-5.
Cut. Paste. Welcome back to Daybreak USA. Hi, friend Angie Austin here, along with Chris Barnes and also newsman and producer John DeMaster as well. Chris, let's start with the hurricane in real news, and then we'll lighten up and we'll talk about the sorry I tased you like birthday cake type thing, and then also the daycare center being investigated for the smack for a snack scheme, which is so wrong, and then the mom suing the airline for delivering the wrong kid to her, not her own child. So let's get started with the hurricane, my friend.
Okay, well, this is Hurricane Matthew. You know, it's the most powerful storm to affect the Caribbean in just about a decade. And it's today hitting Jamaica and Haiti, and it could clip Cuba as well. But it looks like Jamaica and Haiti are going to get the brunt of it in the immediate future. And then we're really going to have to keep an eye on this thing because it's still days away, but there is some indication that it could then come heading towards Florida and other parts of the southeastern United States coast. So it does bear some very close watching because it looks like, you know, if it does come by and brush the U.S. coast, it's still going to be a rather strong storm. So we'll be keeping you posted here on USA Radio News.
All right, John, what do you have for us?
I don't know why I'm finding all these weird stories out of Scranton, Pennsylvania. Maybe it's because I'm redoing The Office right now on Netflix. That's kind of how I entertain myself. But this latest one is somewhat uncomfortable because police say that this drug dealing suspect was found hiding 110 small bags of heroin where the sun doesn't shine. This guy is 32 years old, and his name is Corey Davis, and he's in trouble because police conducted an undercover drug buy. And they found these drugs apparently after his arrest, and now he's in jail, can't post bond, and I don't want to know how they got these baggies out of.
Yeah. Apparently, a lot more undercover than they expected. Okay, so by the way,
that's a lot of bags of heroin too.
110 people can die. People can die doing that. You know, people have overdosed, like sewing things into their body or putting it in some kind of implant, and then it bursts, and then they overdose and die, like on an airplane trying to get into another country or something.
Yeah.
Oof. All right, the Sorry I Tased You cake. I actually saw this on a news anchor's Facebook page and thought, is that right? And supposedly it's saying that a cop made it for someone else, like, sorry, I tased you. No, actually a cop made it for a cop. And it really does say, sorry, I tased you, has two police officers, and the man is tasing the woman. So the male police officer in Massachusetts, Jay Maloney and Katie Ross, Jay was new, and they were responding to a father-son domestic dispute. It kind of went piling out into the yard with the son fighting, and they tackled the son outside, and then there was some resisting arrests. So the male cop, Jay, he was brand new. He tried to tase, the dad and son, but he actually hit the female officer, who then I believe pulled her taser, was able to use her taser, even though she had the barb in her hand. So he made her a cake that says, "Sorry, I tased you."
That's funny. I know I have a friend that works for the PD in town, and it's a rule that before you can go out and be a police officer, at least here, you have to get tased so you know what it feels like. So maybe he has a pretty good clue of what it feels like. It is not fun, from what I hear.
One of our reporters did that when I worked in TV, and it was extremely painful. I would nenever volunteer for that assignment. I'm telling you that right now. But Chris Barnes, I would tase you. All right, so Chris,
I bet you would.
Let's talk about
anybody would. So
the 5 words that ruin a job interview.
This is really funny. Twitter accumulated some of the best of this. This went viral. People were weighing in on this. 5 words to ruin a job interview, and the hashtag ended up going crazy. And so some of the funnier ones. These are, in other words, 5 words, not like individual words, but like a 5-word sentence that you don't want to say on a job interview. And some of the better ones are. So anyway, they dropped the charges.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. Don't say that.
Where Ellen DeGeneres actually had a good one. Where do my cats sit?
In your office. Okay. All right. Yeah.
A guy named Richard Cadry comes in with, "I'm not cannibalistic per se."
Per se. Oh my gosh. I wonder what came before those those words.
And some people actually then put little directives that kind of added to the 5 words, like an Andrew Quo who wrote, "Slides $5 bill. I really need this job."
Wait, my husband just had one. He interviews a lot of millennials at his company, and he just had a guy, and he said, "Why have you changed jobs like every 6 months?" He goes, "Well, I'm like trying to really find like work-life balance, and I kind of want to like meet my friends for like a yoga class when I want to, and have the freedom to like go out for a cup of joe when I want to." And I said, he did you the biggest favor by being honest with you about his work-life balance and leaving for a little yoga during the middle of the day.
Couple more good ones. "Can I keep this pen?"
Oh my gosh.
"First, let me take a selfie."
Oh my God. I actually believe that some of these things were done in a job interview because common sense is not common anymore. All right, speaking of no common sense, I just want to say this daycare center in Kentucky is being investigated. They had a smack for a snack game where one of the workers, who apparently is a bit of a sadistic person, would smack the kids with a ruler. A couple of them had bruises, and they'd get their snack after they got a smack, and their front window was broken on the whole, like the plate glass window. And they said, oh, a kid pushed another kid into that. Do you know how hard you have to push a kid to go into a plate glass window and break it? So anyway, they're being investigated. And John, there's one more that we also teased the mother suing the airline for flying the 5-year-old to the wrong city. That happened a little while back, and now she's suing because they each got the wrong kid.
Yeah,
I would be upset too.
And well, the one kid went one place and another kid went the other. So actually, 2 moms ended up getting the wrong kid.
And one suing, yeah. All right, thank you guys. Out of time. Phew.